Hello once again, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at Nuclear Throne Update 100. For those that don't know, Nuclear Throne is a game that is currently celebrating its 10-year anniversary and is doing so with a huge quality of life update that also adds new characters, new secrets, and a whole bunch of other random silliness. But as for what Nuclear Throne actually is, it is the work of a indie company named Vlambeer. Vlambeer first released their game Super Crate Box back in 2010 as a debut project, and the primary two that Vlambeer consists of is Rami Ismail and Jean William Nijman. Sorry if I mispronounced those a little bit. After releasing Super Crate Box, which is a small sort of arcadey score attack game, they went on to make a official fan game, I suppose, for Serious Sam called Serious Sam the Random Encounter, and later on iOS released Ridiculous Fishing, Luftrausers, and then finally Nuclear Throne in 2015. And Nuclear Throne itself has had a long early access cycle after its initial release with weekly updates. And trying to pull up memories here on this because, again, been 10 years. But let's see. One notable aspect is that the game only ran at 30 FPS, and there were technical limitations that caused that to be a permanent aspect of the game. And that is no longer the case, though. With a big revamp of how stuff works internally, it is now possible to run the game at 60 FPS or 120 FPS, allowing the game to feel buttery smooth. But Nuclear Throne is one of those games that makes the most sense when you just see it, so let's jump right into it, shall we? Oh, one more thing. If you caught the last two episodes of my Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight stream, there's a certain character in this game that might look a little familiar. Let's get things fired up. Sound on. You get to select your character. There's numerous unlockable ones, but we're going to do a tutorial and I'm going to pick what may be the safest character to play. Crystal. WSD movement. Aim with cursor. B to pick up a weapon. Spacebar to switch weapons, you can hold 2. Right click allows you to use your character's ability. Your goal? Kill everything, move on to the next level. I have a long history with this game, and I have about 300 hours tracked in it. And it feels nice to come back to it finally, after a long, long time away. The green pickups are experience points, and each time you get enough experience, you get to pick one of 4 mutations that give you a specific upgrade of some kind. Recycle Gland. Most hit bullets become ammo. Strong Spirit. Prevents death once, recharges with full HP in the next area. Impact Risk. Corpses fly and hit harder. Drone Butt. Unique to each character. Teleportation, but shorter shielding. That's interesting. It used to be that the moment you shielded, you would teleport. But now it's done at the end, and that feels a lot smoother. I used to never actually pick the upgrade for that reason. Because it made it really hard to just, like, oh, I'm aiming at this enemy, and then I shield, and then that makes me warp right on top of them, because that's where my crosshair is, you know? And yes, the debate on what constitutes a roguelike was indeed even a thing back in this day. There are a lot of very bizarre weapons in this game, of varying usefulness, and discovering them and figuring out how to use them effectively is the fun. Oh, weird. Seem to have caused an early teleporter. Each district has a secret exit of some kind. This one has 4 turtles and a rat and a bunch of pizza in a sewer. I should turn the music up. Weapons do not reload while they're in your pocket, so it's worth occasionally swapping to your other weapon in order to reload it. It's also worth paying attention to what weapon you're actually holding while you're talking about the game, that way you don't hit yourself in the face with a grenade like an idiot. Bouncer SMG. That's goofy. I like it. More HP from medkits. Considering the position I'm in, probably a good idea. Now, I know this is complete sacrilege with a Vlambeer game, but after this first run, I will admit that I'm going to commit the ultimate sin of Vlambeer, of turning down the screen shake. As you might have guessed, the levels are randomly generated. crystal does not protect against lasers. That's a detail I forgot. You did not reach the nuclear throne. Before I turn the screen shake down, though, I would like to note you can turn it up as well, past 100%. Fish can roll, gets more ammo, more max HP than other characters, has the shield, sees in the dark and can pull enemies toward it with telekinesis. Very low maximum HP, but has an incredibly strong secondary ability of blowing up corpses, and levels up faster. Fast moving and can plant traps. YV, a familiar face. Shoots faster and can double barrel literally any weapon in the game. Fires every weapon automatically and dual wields. Finds better tech and can eat weapons for nutrition. And yes, YV predates Bill Cipher. YV was made as the mascot for Venus Patrol, which was a group and website relating to, let's see, sort of a games as art position, I guess similar to how I view things. Celebration of such things that seems to have gone defunct around 2015 as of its last post. Starts with a golden pistol as well, yeah, which fires slightly faster, even beyond YV having a faster fire speed. But yes, YV's ability. Here's shooting normally. Here's using Pop Pop. Depending on what weapon you use, this can have obscene amounts of damage output, because it works on weapons that are like one shot every 5 seconds, and deal the amount of damage proportional to that. A secret ability that YV also has, which you may have noticed upon me entering levels, is Air Horn. If you press B at any time as YV, YV's design is inspired by... give me a second here. There we go. YV's design is inspired by MLG videos, which were a bit of a meme around the time, and prior as well, where there was a bit of an in-joke and trend for, like, kill cams and highly deep-fried videos of cool moves in video games to have random Illuminati symbology within it. And so dubstep, Illuminati, and cool trick shots are the core concepts behind YV, and thus makes them a representation and the patron saint of MLG videos. And yes, of course, the air horn. You know how I mentioned that YV can double shoot any weapon? With thrown butt, they quadruple shoot every weapon. longer reload time, proportional, but it's not actually 4 times the reload. I believe it's 3 times the reload time. So you do get some bonus efficiency out of it. One thing I really like about Nuclear Throne is that it is a game that demands, in equal parts, careful diligence because you are extremely fragile, and the ability to understand when to go absolutely nuts. The game's randomly generated, so you are going to get levels that have an unfair start. And you need to be ready to just immediately turn and burn all of your ammo on shooting like a mad lad. And I think one of the strongest skill sets to have in this game is knowing when to switch between those two sorts of play styles. Debatable. Sure, you can play this game however you want, but that's the sort of strategy that's proven effective for me. Speaking of the opportunity to go nuts, Seeker Pistol for general fighting and careful elimination of enemies, and then minigun for when you have to go nuts. Cops. Laser cops. Oh. MLG videos are made by people, debatable. Hey, don't be rude. Unsafe spawn. Yes, I spent every single minigun bullet I had. But you see what I am? Alive. God, I love this game. Yellow chests will give you ammo, and it's specifically the ammo type that you are of the weapon you are currently holding. Auto crossbows. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. And then because the fire rate of the minigun is incredibly, incredibly quick, if I right-click as YV, I can shoot basically as fast as I can click. Because quadruple reload time for it, or triple reload time, is still nothing. And so I can kind of turn this into a shotgun by doing that. While still being able to, you know, mag dump. Homing bolts. Sounds good. Energy screwdriver and blood hammer. Oh, that was really close. I don't think it would have killed me, but... Those blue guys are called the IDPD, Interdimensional Police Department. And... they only spawn under very specific conditions. Secret area. Crown of Life, Crown of Guns, Crown of Haste, Crown of Destiny, Crown of Curses, Crown of Risk. More drops when at full HP, less drops when not. Free mutation but narrow future. Crown of Haste. Hey, look at that, it's saying... what is that, 650? I wonder what time it is right now. Haste, I suppose. Okay. Damn necromancers. That's where they were. Oh. Nuke launcher. This seems ill-advised. I sneak past now? Deep breaths. Why are the police after you is actually a deep question relating to the overall storyline of this game. Oh.
Kettle's 113451 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you for the... horrifically low on ammo. I just need to wait for one of those to burst inside the arena in a way that I can get to. Thank you for the gifted sub, Daedalus. And that's a win, my friends. We have loot. If you defeat the throne in a certain way, which is to say if you destroy all of the generators, you enter what is called a loop, where you fight Throne 2, and then you return to the start, but much, much harder. In addition, the IDPD get very, very angry with you.
Conley Basher just cheered 100 bits.
God. Freaking Mimic. Burn. Yes, Mimic chests exist. Higher rate of fire, or Pop Pop becomes even stronger. I'm a gun god. This is the other side benefit of playing YV.
Conley Basher just cheered 100 bits.
You get to go here. Golden plasma gun and ultra crossbow. You can blow up the TV, but it makes young cuz cry, and so I never do it. Cause like, how dare you? Golden plasma gun has been stored. In the post-game, it is possible to hijack the truck if you hit it at the exact right timing. I made a critical error, which is that...
To another place.
Thank you, Conley. I made a critical error in that I brought a ultra weapon to this district. The problem with that is ultra weapons require radiation in order to shoot. They consume two different types of ammo, essentially. You need to both spend radiation and the proper bullet type. IDPD headquarters has no radiation in it, which left me with literally one choice: use my plasma gun or use the disc launcher that happened to travel through the portal with me. And that is a also terrible idea for reasons that we can get into later. The struggle continues. Whew. Aw, Young Cuz is playing a Game Boy or something. But yes, if you manage to carry a golden weapon through a portal, you will lock it. Gun needs rads, please do not drop rads, big problem. Yep. You unlock it to use from the start. In addition, if you beat the game with a crown, then it does the same thing. You're allowed to start with it. I might have that wrong though, I don't exactly remember how to unlock crowns. In any case though, because I did such a good run, I can now start with a golden plasma gun for YV. And then this update also added C skins. So B skins are unlockable alternate looks, and C skins are a new alternate unlockable look. Survive over 100 damage.
E.
Carry 6? Just a nuclear throne without picking up any weapons. Wow. Dual pistols only, I guess. Let's try out Cuz. They're a new character. Pressing B will sound a, instead of an air horn, will sound a bicycle bell. Getting injured allows you to build up tears, it looks like. And then you can cry at your enemies. Oh right, 3 weapons. Yes, as of the 100th update, there is a new character and C skins for everyone. Look how hard I can cry. Whoosh. Interesting. I wonder if that works. I wonder if getting the ability to deal contact damage with enemies and prevent them from dealing contact damage with you will allow me to walk over enemies and nuke them with my ability, since it shoots every direction. Whoa. GUNGODZ, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so enemies that do deal contact damage continue to deal contact damage with GUNGODZ. Flame shotgun. Love this weapon. Pop gun. Also love that weapon. Pop pop. Ooh, that was close. It's good to express your emotions, cuz. Never made it past the junkyard. It's a hard game, but I've put literally 300 hours into this game, so, you know. Love the wintry bandits. If I remember, this visual effect started out as a bug that they decided to keep. It is the next district's tile set that's being melded in as you break walls. But it gives an impression of the world being out of sorts and sort of folding in on itself when you do this. Yo! And another secret. You see these tiles on the ground? Those only appear in this district when the B-side music is playing. B-side music plays randomly. So in the wintry area, we had the alternate song playing, which means if you enter here, there's some details on the setting of the game to be puzzled out on the floor tiles. Oh. Damn. Plant moves fast.
To another place.
You can keep enemies stuck in place. If you leave a red can behind, the next level will have a weirdly bulging red can. If you leave a weirdly bulging red can behind, then you're in danger. Did you hear shattering glass when we entered this level? See, what else can I talk about here? Just a rad little guy. That fish mouth was open for just a second, and then as soon as I killed something, it closed. Weird. Fish skeleton mouth, I mean. The puppy dog. There is now an assassinate. Shanking people with a screwdriver. Run even faster, why not? We zoom in. Can you snare the throne? I would assume so. It would be cooler if you could, and so I am tempted to say the answer is yes. Vlambeer are very good at making cool things. Speaking of things that are cool, welcome to Venus. Slap where the level boss at. I want to quick flash now. I don't need no friends, I don't need no phone. Just like a set of heads in the nuclear throne. Golden gun. This game does predate Gungeon, yes. I'm 95% sure. And since Assassinate is a percentage base, we can kill Big Dog with a big damage burst from the vines. Shoot you in the morning, get your blood on my eggs. Shoot you in the hand, head, face, chest, neck, legs. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a connecting point. I believe the theme song for Enter the Gungeon was by the same musician as the YV theme, Dose 1. I wonder if that's how you pronounce that. Dosone. Dose 1, maybe? The majority of the music of this game was made by Chukio Kalo and the YV Gunroom music that's made entirely out of weapon noises was made by Jonas Turner, who I have previously highlighted in an episode on Tormentor X Punisher, which is the game that he led. And one of my all-time favorites. And I still maintain is an absolute perfect example of how visual effects and sound effects and screen shake and all that sort of stuff can turn something simple into something that feels fantastic, because that game has a trillion different little details that really enhance the experience and synesthesia of and flow state of playing that game. Gotta go fast. Phew. What a snipe, good lord. Laser minigun. I've already redeemed the golden grenade launcher, so... And there's all my laser ammo spent. Auto crossbow. There we go. Give me 1 second here. Take a little bit of a breather. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. I got two in my head about achieving executions using the brambles. Tunnel visioned about it. Rebel is one of my favorite characters. Traveling in new areas heals you, and if you right-click, spend some of your own health in order to delegate the fighting. Also, her voice is cool. The game has a fictional language that you can kind of parse. I believe there's an art book that gave it translation. Buddy, shoot faster. Another cute detail is that Rebel whispers something under her breath upon killing Big Bandit. Flashin' means let's go or let's do this. Majority of characters say it upon entering a new district. Why is it so many corridors? My teammates can't help me there. I like the crowfolk. if I break the portal, I get a refund on the radiation put into it. As long as I'm doing self-damage anyway. More HP from medkits. That allows me to summon a new dude each medkit while still profiting by 2. Blessing. Come out, little hunter. I know you're there. Oh. Buh. Let's find some secrets, shall we? Seems a little early to see you, Big Bandit. Bullet, bullet, bullet. That was a shockingly simple crystal caves. Need those rads. I see you, Minute Chest. Oh, Splinter Pistol, my beloved. Come on out. I'd almost forgotten about the eraser weapon. Rhino skin. Thank goodness. Yeah, when I saw that I had the explosive enemy directly on my tail, I knew it was over. Let's see here. A bit embarrassing that I don't remember this, but can someone remind me how to access the secret area of the Winter Zone? Has something to do with maybe causing a big chest to spawn, or a big rad can? Something like that. Also, okay. Second wind, and then touch a flower. Second windy means strong spirit. The revive when dead ability. Or am I forgetting that there's actually an ability called second wind? Auto shotgun is a great weapon for the panic mode fighting style that I mentioned. Very good mag dump weapon. Oh, Last Wish. You're describing Last Wish. Okay. That would explain why I always forget how to get there. more necromancers. Little hunter is a little bastard. Okay. Necromancer, mance me a necro. I don't think that works. But that's what makes it good. Super splinter gun, baby. Yep, that's a armor cop. Has a refined version of Crystal's ability. Nah, let's just win. Monarch of the Wasteland. Did you know games are made by people?
See how they shine.
Conley Basher just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you, Conley.
Someone's coming here. I hope it's a friend. It's not fair, it's not right. There's no reason to fight, but still that is our daily life. Guns loaded, blind hatred, no eyes that are kind, no sleep at night. Kings and queens of wasteland, we were already forgotten the reasons to fight.
Jonas Turner is the voice of a majority of characters.
It was bloodshed forever. We've seen enough comrades go dead in the night. Distant call for help. Only thing I can hear. what did they just say? Only beam of light in our lives are occasional mutated fish. I'm not even sure if it's okay to eat till it feels like we were granted a wish. Oh, it's not fair, it's not right, there's no reason to fight, but still that is our daily life. Guns loaded, blind hatred, no ice at our kind, and no sleep at night.
I just realized that the thing I'm fiddling with in my pseudopods is probably audible.
Kings and queens of wasteland, we were already forgotten the reasons to fight. From the day we were born was bloodshed forever. We've seen enough comrades go dead in the night.
Cool.
And kings and queens of wasteland, we still are. After so many fights, drowned all in blood. Today is the day we all call ourselves free, and we throw all our weapons into the sludge. Hey,
Cool big money business for allowing the use of YV's image. This game could have gone off track in so many ways, but your patience, support, enthusiasm, feedback, and hard work kept us sharp, motivated, and eager to find fun and new ways to end your runs. Thanks to our family, our friends, and our partners for their unyielding support, love, care, and patience. Thank you for playing. Rogue unlocked. Plant B skin unlocked for reaching throne in under 10 minutes. That's right, Plant B skin is a Sonic color scheme. Gotta go fast. You reach the nuclear throne. Huh. IDPD stalks you as this character. Rod cans are replaced instead with Portal Strike charges. And what is a Portal Strike, you ask? Hold right click, aim, release. The disc gun. This is a famous weapon. This weapon was in Super Crate Box, and it functions the same way in this game as it did in that one. Which is to say, it bounces off walls. it also can kill you, just like in Super Crate Box. I love the design of the rogue rifle. Like, just the way it looks in the menus and stuff. Back when I was first learning how to 3D model as part of a college class, Rogue's rifle was something that I rendered out in Rhino 3D, which is a NURBS editor. NURBS, unfortunately, non-uniform rational B-splines, is a modeling method that is based around curves instead of polygons. And so, without some kind of conversion or extensive modification, NURBS models aren't really game ready. They're intended for things like rendering. But yeah, somewhere around I have a photo of my 3D representation of the rogue rifle. Revenge of the NURBS. Very good. The sound of birds. Fun fact, that loading screen is completely fake. The game is already completely loaded. That exists only for the sake of pacing. To give you a second to breathe before the next level starts. Because it feels better on the brain to have a tiny moment there. That's what we call game feel, with 8 quotation marks on every side. Both sides are, yeah. There's some facts about the lore of this game that I know, and I don't know why I know them. So, citation needed here, but the reason that Rogue, rather, betrayed the IDPD, the straw that broke the camel's back, was her being sent out to presumably kill the person who just reached the nuclear throne. But the bigger part is that Little Hunter is her brother, I think, who the IDPD abandoned here as he went insane and ran out of resources. It's like, I'm pretty certain that's correct, but I don't know why. Citation needed. Sit on the throne. My game theory. Are you? Oh, guess I got him. Thought there was another necromancer somewhere. Get me out of here. We've got a run going. Here we are again. No. Boo. Let's see here. Yo. I would like to do one side activity here before we wrap up the stream today. And so allow me to set up the debut video game of YV. Please hold while I get GUNGODZ prepared. This might be loud, be careful. Hook the feed in OBS.
Syntax, there's none that big breath, there's none that sunbreast, there's none that straight fast, there's none with 6 cents, there's none that hit checks, there's none that wear best, there's none for big neck, there's none that syntax, there's none that big breath, there's none that sunbreast, there's none that
is not ideal.
With 6 cents, there's none that hit checks, there's none that wear best. 2 clips a whole dip, one cock and pun hip, click your flesh rip, my click fin roll tick, pull pin then hold this, black out, that's horse shit, brains blow on whole tits, these cats can get thick. Pop, shoot your no dick. Pop, pop, with a dainty gun from a sock. Pop, pop, pop. He meant he's someone he got shot. Pop, 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 pop. Other men none who run with the guns of the guns.
Guns for fake neck. This guns the syntax. This guns the Mac break. This guns the sunbreast. This guns the straight fest. This guns for 6 cents. This guns the hate text. This guns the wear vest.
I got gun for big necklace. Gun that
I figured that this might be a bit tough to get working fully.
Gun with 6 cents. It's gun that hit checks. It's gun that wear vest.
Guns for fake neck. This guns the syntax. This guns the Mac break. This guns the sunbreast. This guns the straight fest. This guns for 6 cents. This guns the hate text. This guns the wear vest. This guns for fake neck. This guns the syntax. This guns the Mac break. This guns the sunbreast. This guns the straight fest.
I think that's probably the best we're going to get. It is a little blurry, but anyways, we're still in the break time, so give me a sec. Okay. And I have that prepared. Let's see. Okay, looks like everyone should be back. From what I can tell. Okay. GUNGODZ is an older game made with a older version of GameMaker. And so, like with Sakeless, there's going to be some modern computer oddity to deal with. And while the rendering system that it uses works perfectly fine for creating a full screen by having the pixels be 1-to-1 and appear and render in the way that it does at a tiny resolution, and then have your computer screen essentially just zoom in on that corner, it does mean that the streaming of the game itself is a huge hassle, because when you try and render it via stream, it is a tiny window in the corner, and this game was made rather quickly and is freeware, so not too much time was spent on, you know, quality of life and future-proofing the thing. But without further ado, let's play some GUNGODZ. Okay, is it going to appear? There we go. But yes, again, apologies for the blurry sprites. We'll look at the credits while the music plays.
Brains blow on whole tits, these cats can get thick. Shoot your no dick. Pop, pop, with a dainty gun from a sock. Pop, 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 he meant he's someone, he got shot. Pop, 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 other men none who run with the guns of the guns.
Guns for fake necklace, guns that send text, it's guns that make brains.
Once again, Ghost One for the music here. And the music in-game is by Kozalek, who is Jukiko Kawa under a pen name.
Straight fast, it's gun with 6 cents, it's gun that hit checks, it's gun that wear fist.
Guns for fake necklace, guns that send text, it's guns that make brains, it's guns that sign breast, it's guns that straight fast, it's guns for 6 cents, it's guns that hate text, it's guns that wear vest, it's guns for fake necklace, guns that send text, it's guns that make brains, it's guns that sign.
All right. See. Okay, that is still very loud. Let me adjust it on my end here a little bit more. All kills, all items, less than 30 seconds. Ah. Couple items. These are the enemies that we fought in the YV's Venus Fortress. Yeah, nuclear throne. No! Damn, first death. But yeah, the game's design kind of encourages you to play very fast and loose by the ways that it grades you. Kill everything, pick up every item, and do it all quickly. Secret. Audio balance in this game really is something. Good lord. Secret level. Why are some of the doors like 30 times louder than the others? Oh my god, there were two of them. Going to turn the sound down a bit more. YV is watching me. That's another enemy type that was in Nuclear Throne on the secret level. The rocket launcher chest enemies. Mean Final Hazard, goodness gracious. We made it into YV's mansion. Almost through, though. Oof. Find a boss. Who could it be? I'm a gun god. You're late. My ears. And now for the ending of the game. Send into space, and we get new music. This game was made by YV. You're not supposed to win. The game is YV showing you that you can't win against YV. But unfortunately you can. I love to spread misinformation on the internet. Yeah, auto-tune. When you make a game, you're allowed to just do whatever you want. Sing gibberish filtered through a bad auto-tune setting for your credits music. Why not? Why shouldn't you? Who's gonna stop you? But yeah, there's a couple of secret levels and stuff, and there's a couple of things that you can unlock by doing everything. But I wanted to show off GUNGODZ because that is the first appearance of YV. And YV is a bit of an iconic character for Nuclear Throne, but this is their origin. And YV caught more attention because Bill Cipher is a YV ripoff. Probably not directly and intentionally and with malice, of course, but nonetheless, it is a interdimensional triangle associated with the Illuminati that at some point plays gangster rap out of a red car that flies. And if I remember correctly, that does happen in Gravity Falls, literally. Which just made me go like, come on, really? In any case, though, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for joining me and looking at Nuclear Throne and GUNGODZ. And as always, let's see who you can raid to.
To another place.
Let's see here. Macaw 45 is playing God Hand. An iconic, very, very difficult game with very unusual control scheme. From one god to another god. The god of guns to the god of fistfights. Tell him the slime sent you. Looks like he's on the first major boss of the game. And till next time, friends. To another place. You're the God Hand? I'm Alexander the Great. My defense is impregnable. You're not Alexander.